really belongs to this land and who gets to decide that? The question of whether Dravidians were the original inhabitants of India is no longer just an academic puzzle. It sits at the heart of some of the most intense present-day debates over identity, history and politics. In contemporary India, this issue is often framed in binary terms: Dravidian versus Aryan, Indigenous versus outsider. But evidence from archaeology, genetics and linguistics paints a far more complex picture. Modern humans entered the Indian subcontinent nearly 65,000 years ago during the out of Africa migration, long before any known language families or civilizations emerged. These earliest inhabitants, identified genetically as ancient ancestral South Indians, were hunter-gatherers and cannot be classified as either Aryan or Dravidian. The Indus Valley Civilization, which flourished between 2600 and 1900 BCE, represents the first major urban phase of Indian history. Excavations at sites such as Rakhigarhi reveal continuity rather than violent disruption, and ancient DNA evidence from this site shows genetic mixture of AASI and Iranian farmer-related ancestry but no steppe ancestry, firmly establishing that the Harappans were pre-Aryan and ancestral to large sections of the present Indian population. At the same time, an ongoing scholarly debate concerns the language of the Harappans. Many linguists and historians argue that they may have spoken a Proto-Dravidian language, citing survivals such as the Brahui language in present-day Pakistan and structural parallels between Dravidian languages and undeciphered Indus script. Indus script scholar Irvadam Mahadevan supported the hypothesis while also acknowledging its provisional nature due to the script remaining undeciphered. Anthropological evidence adds another layer to the debate, pointing to long-term cultural continuities in megalithic burial practices, fertility cults, water worship, and agrarian rituals across the Deccan and South India traditions that predate Vedic influence and continued even after the arrival of Indo-Aryan speakers around 1500 BCE. This suggests the process of interaction and assimilation rather than sharp civilizational breaks. In present political discourse, especially in South India, the Dravidian origin debate is often used to assert indigenous pride and resist perceived cultural dominance, while in North India, counterclaims emphasize civilizational continuity from the Vedic period and question migration models. However, modern genetics has significantly reframed this argument. Studies led by Harvard geneticist David Reich demonstrate that all Indians today derive ancestry from three broad sources. First one is AASI hunter-gatherers. Second one is Harappan-related populations. And third one is steppe pastoralist, with regional variation in proportions. Population geneticist Vagish Narasimhan has repeatedly stressed that Aryan and Dravidians are linguistic and cultural categories, not biological races, directly challenging attempts to use genetics to claim exclusivity or primacy. Even early Vedic texts such as Rigveda are silent on large urban centers and brick-built cities, indicating that Vedic society developed outside the Harappan urban world and interacted with it later. As historian Romila Thapa argues, Indian civilization emerged through prolonged interaction, exchange and synthesis rather than racial replacement. Thus, while Dravidian-speaking populations were among the earliest settled and culturally influential groups in India and likely contributors to early civilization, the idea of single original people does not stand up to evidence. India's past and its present debates are best understood as the outcome of deep diversity and continuous mixing rather than rigid origins? Do comment your opinion on this topic. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Jai Hind.